haters, I feel like, that don't want to see Urban Meyer make it. Yeah, obviously, there's the national media that now that Urban Meyer's in town, now that Trevor Lawrence is more than likely to come to Jacksonville, they have to start doing their homework now in Jacksonville.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Yes,
Have you been hearing that? Have you been hearing?
Right. So now it's extra homework for them. So they hate that.
And they've been exposing themselves with how little they've been doing their homework. Like they're just now starting to talk about the Jaguars for the first time in years, and you can tell. You can tell.
Yeah. But
they know nothing about Jacksonville.
Yeah. And it's
shout out Randy Moss.
How you can be on a national level, not do like a little homework on a team, but that's another conversation. But the other group of haters I feel like are some of the old coaches and analysts that have been in the game for a while, because what I've grown to know, and I knew this when I played football in the league, is the NFL is a good old boy network. It's so ironic that we talk about it's about wins and losses to an extent, but it's about who you know at the same time. Like there's plenty of guys out there that never get an opportunity because they don't know the right person, but they're probably the most qualified for a job. But a head coach will turn his back and say, you know what, I'm going to bring in a guy that I feel comfortable around, a guy that I've worked with before, and he's not the best candidate. So I think when you see, some of these old coaches, some of these old players call out Urban Meyer, it's because Urban Meyer has circumnavigated what it means to be an NFL coach. 99% of the coaches out there, they got to pay their dues. You start out as an assistant, then you become a position coach, then a coordinator, then a head coach. Urban Meyer didn't do any of that. He succeeded in college. He succeeded at Florida, obviously, and is Utah before that in Bowling Green. But then he went to Ohio State, did his thing there, and then he circumnavigated the whole process becoming an NFL coach. And you know what? Old heads hate to see that.
Bro, imagine Jaguars hire offensive line position coach Urban Meyer works his way up.
He's got to pay.
And they said Urban Meyer's been researching and studying the NFL for years. So when they said that, I'm like, okay, Urban Meyer has got a little bit of sense of what he's getting into coming to the NFL. So and he wants to coach Trevor Lawrence. He's a rebuilding coach, and Jacksonville needs that. They need a complete rebuild, ground up. Urban Meyer is a perfect coach to do that. And if he gets his quarterback, I think this should be a success.
This is a perfect place to do it because you have the draft picks and the salary cap available.
And it's not like we're in a division that's, hard as hell to win. We got Titans who I
stop Derrick Henry and we win the division.
Yeah,
next year.
Colts and Texans are about to be pitiful.
What did you say, Austin?
I was good with Eric. They're like Houston. I mean, I don't know what's happening in Houston right now, but like they could be back in dark ages pretty soon here.
Yeah, we're.
I wouldn't feel sorry.
Yeah. No. I mean, they always kicked our ass when I played back in 2010. It's been a long time coming for the Houston Texans.
What's shitty is that Bill O'Brien did this, and now he's thriving in Bama. He just left them out to suffer. It's shitty.
True. Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta listen. I gotta find my phone. So we're talking about with Austin about the national media getting a hold of Jaguars for the first time, and are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. National media getting a hold of the Jaguars, having to talk about them for the first time in a while. Let me play you. I don't know if you heard this yet, but let me play you what Randy Moss said.
Yes, country boy.
So Randy Moss is one of my favorite until he this. You gotta listen. He makes absolutely no. They're talking about the Urban Meyer on ESPN.
During ESPN I hate that show.
Yeah, before one of the playoff games, Randy
Rex
Moss, Rex Ryan. Yep.
So
here's Randy Moss, making absolutely just talking out of his ass. Sounds like he's talking and he runs out of things to say, so he just starts spitballing and saying random shit.
Rex, you think about all the good players that has left there, just say in the last 3 to 5 years. You can talk about Campbell, Fournette, so on and so on. So when I look at a guy like Urban Meyer, yes, he has some success on the collegiate level. Rex, you talk about welcome to the men's league. I heard him just say, talking about there's not a difference between the style of football played in college and between the white lines and the pros, yes, there is a big difference. And I'm really anxious to see, with them being able to draft a guy like Trevor Lawrence, how will he fare, coming into the league with Urban Meyer? He's been out for some time. And Brew, you just said something. Social justice, being out in the community. Jacksonville Jaguars in the state of Florida, Duval County is not a good county to be in. So I really think that Urban Meyer, and I'm talking about the violence, not just the people. I'm talking about the violence and the crime.
That went left.
When I look at Urban Meyer coming to this team, he has a lot to be working with, and it's just not the team. You just said the Black Lives Matter, everything that's going on in our country right now with the COVID. There's a lot of concerns going on. I just wish him best of luck.
What? What the fuck?
I feel like I've gone on rants like that before.
What the fuck does Black Lives Matter and COVID have to do with the Jaguars signing Urban Meyer? And when it comes to violence, Detroit, they're hiring a new head coach. You're going to have a segment about violence in Detroit and why a head coach. You think Urban Meyer is going to be living on Moncrief in Jacksonville? Moncrief Road?
Urban Meyer don't got to worry about the crime in Duval, Randy Moss. The buses on their way. They don't even come in buses. They fucking drive in their own individual vehicles. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. The COVID situation.
You got to think about the COVID situation in Duval. I'm like, COVID's not going to be around in September. Is Urban catching COVID because he signed as a head coach in Jacksonville?
Damn, hope he don't catch COVID. That heart.
Anyway, maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe he's deeper than what we're thinking about right now.
Doubt it. That was all over the place.
It was. Loved it.